Hi, hello. It is going to be Joan. I have not made a vlog like this in a very long time, since about 2021. It is now 2024, almost 2025, and so much has changed. So much of my life is different now than when I was first trying to make these vlogs. I am in my little camper trailer, which was the star of, my journey and what I had hoped it would be. And I still have some old vlogs from my time living in my trailer on the West Coast, but now I am back. And I just wanted to make a little reintroduction video because definitely some things have changed. A lot really has changed in my life. And one thing I'm hearing loud and clear from the divine, from other practitioners, from just everything, is that the internet isn't going anywhere. With AI technology taking off the way it is, it's a little alarming. And it's an important time for creatives to keep creating, because that is the one thing that AI does not have, is like human creativity. So I want to keep working on my books, and I have my second edition of The Red Kettle, which the cover has gotten a bit of a makeover. This is obviously my author copy because it says not for retail. But in the new second edition, first of all, you can actually see my publishing house logo. And these are all the original, excuse my nails, the original art that I did for the cover. So you can see the brush strokes more. And I just love that. I think before it was a little too like muddled down, and now it's like the painting that I took, that I made, I should say, the painting that I made, and all of the individual brush strokes and all the colors that I just like melded together, and mixing that with the digital, it's the blend of both, the best of both worlds. But yeah, so one of the points of this video was I wanted to just give a quick life update, a quick, hey, what's been going on? This is what's been going on. I really didn't make any. I took a video on my way home from the West Coast. I'm really trying to retrace my steps here because I was enjoying in 2021 making these little vlogs. I thought it was so fun and such a great way to capture where I was and what I was going through. And now I feel so much older and wiser, and I've been through a lot of transition. But for the most part, ever since my mold incident, so this trailer I was living in, and it got mold. My mattress was moldy, and it caused the wood under the mattress to be moldy. So I ended up driving my trailer home from the West Coast by myself, and was kind of stuck for almost 2 years, a year-ish, a year and a half, because I got there right around Christmas time, 2021, and then I was there until August 2023. So after living with my parents for a while, I definitely got the itch of, oh my god, I want to live on my own. I can't do this anymore. Like, I hate moving out, moving back in. Blah, blah, blah. I love having my own space. I love having my own space, and that is something I'm currently grieving. So I recently, last year, I moved down to Florida. So I'm currently northeast. I'm in Rhode Island, and I am not a huge fan of winter, as sad as that makes my Nordic ancestors. And I really didn't want to do the winters anymore. I just got into a relationship with my current partner, and he had a friend down there, and so he had agreed to move kind of before we were really serious. And then I was like, well, I don't want to be here by myself. So I went with a friend from high school who is no longer a friend. It was one of the most dramatic, ridiculous things I've ever been through. But I lost about $6,000 on housing because I dealt with more mold in my housing. And the person I was living with, we didn't really align truly. And it's only after I was able to get out of there and get out of living with this person that I was able to really see that they were kind of like an energy vampire. I want to make more videos talking about energy vampires because I do believe vampires are real. I love paranormal, cryptic, any of that kind of stuff, but taking that all away, there are people that you will interact with that are not creatures, sadly. They are real people, and they just, it's like they suck the joy out of life, you know? Like, it's just like worst outcome possible. Everything is pessimistic. Like, everyone's out to get me, and it's, I am maybe a bit naive in that I'm optimistic and I believe in people and I believe in the good in people, and they were not that type. They were like complete opposite, and it really brings you down when you're someone who I'd consider myself light and I like to spread joy and positivity. When you're around someone who is not that, it really like sucks the life out of you. And I wasn't able to create, I wasn't flowing, I wasn't dancing, I wasn't singing. Like, I really felt just trapped. And so, long story short, which I can make a longer video talking about this dramatic, ridiculous housing experience, but basically my apartment got mold. We left with a very intense 7-day notice, and we rendered ourselves homeless. Ended up getting into a situation where we really couldn't afford it because my roommate hadn't had a job in many months, and that was very stressful for me financially as someone who is living with this person and need them to pay rent. So yeah, we didn't have a ton of money to find a new place, and so I took a big brunt of it. I had to ask my mom for money as well, and it's been tough because not only was it a huge amount of money that we had to put down on this place, but everything kind of blew up. I really can't even get into the dramatics of it, but there were 5 people living in the house. My one original roommate, at the end of the day, didn't really fuck with the rest of the people in the house and caused a big trouble. And our landlord pretty much asked us to leave, / we said, you know what, we'll leave because this has just been a nightmare. And yeah, so I fronted her money and my partner money because none of us were making a ton of money. She wasn't making any money. Sorry, they. And I'm still slowly being paid back. I'm not gonna get the money back from her because she just vanished. So I lost pretty much all the money I had made down there, and we had to pay over $1,000 for a moving truck to get our furniture out of there back up north. And we didn't get any of our money back for the deposit. Like, nothing, because our landlord was very mad over everything that happened because it was just a bunch of like young people, stupid drama, and you know, you live and you learn. So, to summarize, I am back in Rhode Island, and I'm staring down the barrel of a New England northern winter. And I really want to focus on my creative projects. So like I said earlier, I have my book, my 2nd edition that I'm re-releasing, and I have an online shop that I am this close to launching. I have some fun, exciting merch that I know. I have tons of friends and people and everyone on the internet, not everyone, that's an exaggeration, but people on the internet that feel a very similar sentiment of sometimes you know, you're going through it. It could be for one reason or another. You could be going through a breakup. You could be going on your period. You could have a bad breakout. You could have mental issues, you know, like everyone's going through something at the moment. And sometimes you have to go do things and you don't want to, and you just don't want to be perceived. So if you ever feel that way, boy, do I have something for you. Yeah, so all in all, this year has been really tough. I lost a lot of money. I'm back at ground zero at my parents', but I'm in my space, my trailer, and this will become my little Moonstruck studio, and I'm very excited for what is to come out of it. So until next time, let me know if you enjoyed these little just like vlog ramblings. I'm not a great video editor, so odds are I will probably just release my ramblings completely unedited, because I think nowadays authenticity is like the best because people don't want to see the fake shit like AI. We want to see real humans being real and vulnerable, and that's where I'm at. I'm broke, living back at my parents at 26 years old, and I've accepted it, and I'm ready to create and share. So until next time, XOXO, be going to be John.